Hey guys, John here, TD Racing 13, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ni Hui U807 from GearBest.com. Now the U807 is Ni Hui's entry into the very crowded Letrax Alias style quadcopter market. With a market as big as that one, it's super easy to get lost, but the U807 definitely doesn't have to worry about that. With deep pitch, fast yaw rate, and some awesome stability, this quadcopter is easily one of the best Alias style quads in the market. The ready to fly package is going to come with a spare set of props, prop guards, USB charger, and spare pinion gears for the motors. And if you purchase the camera version, then you'll also get a 2 megapixel camera, 4 GB memory card, and a USB card reader. Now, moving right into the transmitter, at first glance, it kind of looks a little big and clunky, but once you get it in your hands, you'll actually find it's really comfortable to use. You get a nice backlit LCD that shows you your trims and lets you know if you're recording video or not, but interestingly enough, it doesn't show you what rate you're in. So if you change rates, it just beeps to tell you you're changing rates. There's no change of rates on the transmitter screen, so that's kind of strange. Your trim buttons are here in the typical spots. You got your rudder trim or your yaw trim. You get your throttle trim, you have your forward and back trim, and your left and right trim right here. The left shoulder button is going to move you through your rates, and you have 3 rates that range from very docile to very sporty. You only have 1 yaw rate, but I've found that it's pretty fast and very controllable, so it's definitely not a problem at all. The right shoulder button has different functions based on how the quadcopter is set up. So if you have the camera mounted, and you press it once quickly, it takes a still shot. And if you hold it down, you'll see right there, it starts recording video. And then you hold it one more time, and it stops recording video. If the camera is not mounted, then the right shoulder button is your flip button. So you'll push it once, and then input which direction you want to flip. The quadcopter will flip in that direction, and then come out of flip mode. Lastly, the right stick is also a button. So if you push the right stick, you can hear the transmitter beep, and that will put you into headless mode. Now I found that even after a calibration, the headless mode is okay at best. If you try to use it in high rates, the quadcopter gets all wobbly and crazy, and I just don't use it. Now, before moving to the quadcopter, there's a few functions that we should cover with the transmitter. So what we'll do is we'll bind the copter to the transmitter. So first we'll cover calibrating the accelerometer. To calibrate the accelerometers, you're going to take both sticks and move them down left. And you'll see the lights flash in the quadcopter. Once they stop flashing, your accelerometers have been reset. Secondly, we'll cover calibrating the headless mode compass. To do that, you'll take both sticks and move them down in towards each other. And you'll see the quadcopter's lights are flashing. Now you just simply spin the quadcopter on a flat surface, and you just spin it a few times. It's better if you have like a piece of paper or something so it slides instead of kind of jumping around on the rubber feet. But once the lights go solid, then you know that your compass is reset. And then lastly, we'll cover switching between prop guard mode and no prop guard mode, if you will. Basically, the quadcopter's programming has an ability to compensate for having the prop guard on. It basically just changes how the quadcopter flips so it doesn't overcorrect when it flips or undercorrect when it flips. So basically, if you take both sticks and move them down right, you'll see the lights flash fast. That means it's in prop guard mode. So if you put the prop guards on, that's how you want to fly it. And then if you move it down to the right again, it flashes slow. That's telling you that you're out of prop guard mode. So if you find that the quadcopter, flips a little funky, either it's overcorrecting for the flip, overshooting a flip, or undercorrecting, make sure you're in the right mode for how you have the quadcopter set up. Now the quadcopter itself has this really cool, sleek design. It comes in white, obviously, and it also comes in black. And the canopy has this low-profile, sleek look. It kind of looks like a race car, so just really cool looking. The prop guards that come with it, they go on really easily. I covered it in my unboxing video, but basically they just push onto the bottom of the motor pods here, and then there's 2 screws that go in the bottom to hold it in place. And you can see that there's plenty of room between the prop and the prop guard, and it turns up and sits higher than the canopy, so it protects it from the ceiling as well. Moving in a little bit further, you can see that the gears are exposed, but they're up on the top here. So it makes it really hard to hit one or chip it or get debris in it. So it's also another great feature, especially for a sports flyer, because you're probably going to be crashing it. There are really nice bright LEDs that are mounted inside the arms here. And since the whole arm is kind of a lens, you know, the whole arm lights up really bright and makes it really easy for orientation when flying at night. And it's also got this little green LED here in the back that lights solid when it's landed, and when you're flying, it blinks, which is also great for orientation. It's got a 650 milliamp hour battery in it. That takes about an hour to charge with the stock charger. So it's a pretty quick charger considering the size of the battery. It gives you about 8 minutes of flight time with no prop guards and no camera. You add the prop guards and that takes about 30 seconds off of the flight time, bringing it to about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And then if you add the camera, that takes about a full minute off the flight time. But still, you get some pretty decent flight times. I mean, in its base condition like this, and this is how I like to fly it. Flying it real sporty, flipping, you know, 100% rates, 8-minute flights are the norm. So that's pretty cool. If you do get the camera version, the camera that's included is a 2-megapixel camera, and it has a nice adjustable lens here. So it'll go almost full down and then straight up, so you can get the horizon. It looks like it would take decent video, but unfortunately there's just way too much vibration on this model to give it decent video. You may have better luck if you balance the props. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet, but I just want to make sure you know that out of the box there's loads of vibration and jello in the footage. I know I had a lot to cover there, but I think I got it all in. So let's take this rocket outside and see what it can do. We're out here with the Ni Hui U807, and we'll hand launch it because the grass is getting a little long here. Here we go. And we'll start off in low rates. We'll show you the yaw. Like I said, the yaw rate is the same in high and low rates, which is a pretty quick yaw. So we'll fly around the yard here in low rates. And it's nice and docile in low rates, and you can really control the yaw. And we'll switch it up into medium rates. You can see you can fight the wind a little bit better now. And into high rates. And this thing can just giddy up in high rates. It's a very sporty quadcopter. We'll get into some high rates funnels here. You get some nice deep funnels going on with this thing. It's just an awesome, awesome flyer. Super sporty. This thing is just a blast to fly like this. Now we got the camera on it right now, so we won't be able to flip it. Like I said in the review, you can only flip it in high rates, not in high rates, with the camera off it. When the camera's plugged in, the shoulder buttons take video and pictures. So what we'll do is we'll kind of put it up here, see if we can't get a shot of the, maybe we'll get a shot of the garden. So we'll get it hovering here. We'll take a still shot. All right, now we'll turn the video camera on and we'll record. And it's not a bad camera platform. It's just a little too fast to be a good camera flyer and a little too light, you know. And there's definitely a lot of jello in the video. I'm sure if you balance the props, it would probably take a lot of it out, but you know, it's just not really a great camera platform. But I'll tell you what, it definitely makes up for it in its sportiness. So we'll shut the camera off, and we'll land it here, and we'll take the camera off it so you can see some flips. All right, our camera's off. Let's let this baby rip. Go right into high rates. Here we go. Now this is how this thing loves to fly. No camera, no prop guards. This thing is just an absolute beast in this layout. Do some flips. The thing just flips awesome. Absolute blast to fly like this. This is just an awesome sport flyer. Do a side flip, flips well, recovers well, do a backflip. Just awesome, awesome machine. Like I said, and these funnels are just great. They're so tight. So I think that about covers all the features of this quadcopter. I hope this review was helpful to someone. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I try to post new videos every Wednesday. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. And we'll do our outdoor flight here, and I'm going to hand launch it because the grass is getting a little long. What the hell happened?